Alrighty. So, couple things. First of all, just getting off of a cold, as I kind of hinted towards me starting it in last week's video on Tuesday. This week, though, we are finally, I anyway, am finally seeing all the Acheron stuff. Her character demo, her Myriad Celestia, her animated short, all of it. I have been avoiding reactions to these like the plagues, and get this, I'm going on vacation in a couple days for a spring break, which means I'm not going to be able to play through the new Penacony missions. But, to take a look at this. So you see this team I'm building up for Penacony right now? You see that person over there specifically? Yeah, I got her, and as you can see, no, she is not built up yet. But her HP and attack is pretty fucking high already, you know? So I have actually turned down the volume of the videos in this quite a bit, just a heads up. Simply because of the fact that my voice is still kind of low from me getting over the cold. So hopefully it's not too low for you guys. I normally don't try to talk through the video playing anyways. You know, like if I'm going to say something, I'm going to pause the video first. This time, especially. But another thing I would like to bring up, and I am really excited for this one. Yeah, it finally has a release date. I know this is a Star Rail reaction, but I have already seen the new gameplay trailer and little music video CGI trailer thing that they showed and released because I watched the live stream, you know, so I've already seen those, so there's no need for me to react to them, so I'm just bringing this up here. Now, unfortunately, at release, it is only going to be on PC, iOS, Android, right? As I've stated multiple times already, my PC is bugging out. So it would be better for both myself and the PC's sake to wait until it releases on PlayStation or until I get a new computer. So, unfortunately for both me and you guys, I will not be able to play this game when it comes out. Like, I mean, I could play it. I'm pre-registered on my phone and everything, right? I could play it, but then I'd end up in the same situation I am in with Genshin Impact, that being I've already started playing it, so what's the point of me starting to make videos on it, you know? So, yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. But when it comes to PlayStation, or who knows, I get a new computer or whatever, once either of those two things happens, whichever one comes first, I will make videos then. Now, here's the thing, this is in little less than 2 months from now, right? Of this coming out. So who knows what can happen in those 2 months. I will... Like, we know that it's not going to be releasing on PlayStation. That's a definite. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have saved up enough money to get a new computer by then. So if I have, then you guys can expect a video shortly afterwards of my first playthrough through it. If I have not, then you guys can still expect a Wuthering Waves video, just when explaining why I probably won't be able to play it until months later, unfortunately. But in any case, I can't wait anymore. Let's finally get into the Acheron videos. Man, I am so excited for these, dude.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Oh?
The Charmony Festival is here, and guests from all walks of life have arrived.
More updates right after the break.
the hell is going on right now? Ooh. Ooh, no, those are sparkle things. Hi, Sparkle. What are you doing in Akron, Shirley?
Illusion or reality? Care to guess?
Either way, Dusk's reign is too short.
Oh, there she is. Ooh, the music. Ooh, the music.
What did you say? Do your worst.
Alright, why is... I'm assuming Sparkle making Acheron fight illusions of all the Stellarun Hunters. That better not be foreshadowing anything, because for you guys who don't know, I am completely on the side of the Stellarun Hunters. Although I guess if I came down to it, I'd probably side with Acheron over the Stellarun Hunters.
Distance is fleeting as dawns do.
What?
Destined for oblivion. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed. Stream forth. The gleam
There it
of the
is.
blade.
Okay, I would just like to say this. Literally, practically every line she said there are actually voice lines in the game. I should know. I've played her. I've tried her out and played the version of her that I got in Star Ray already. Which, by the way, because I'm not going to be able to play through the Pentaconi story stuff over the break, I will be using that time to build up Acheron. Oh.
I've seen her before.
Find me. Find me. Your end, my origin.
Oh. I'm sorry, there's another one. Oh my god. I mentioned this when I first heard the stuff and everything, because, Avitrian, the piece of shit, just, because here's the thing, is I see, some people saying, oh, wait, is Acheron a emanator of destruction stuff? Because, Avitrian described her as an emanator who brings destruction, but he also said another thing in there. Finality. Now, MiHoYo doesn't use the term finality softly or out of nowhere if any of you have played Honkai Impact. Because the, peak of the story in that game was the moon's finality and origin. And what did they just say right there?
My origin.
What was it?
Find me. Your end, my origin.
Your end, my origin. Finality and origin. Nah. Oh my god.
All that is past has returned to nihility. Just like tears eventually disappear in the rain. Don't look back. There is nowhere to go but forward.
Oh no. You are not doing that to me. No. Why can I never get this to work, dude? You are not doing this to me. No. That is literally just fucking right in me. Holy shit.
Apply your color.
Find me.
I can't. I really want to play the new Pentaconista so badly. Because they said in the live stream and stuff that there's actually a story part in this update and stuff where Welt meets Acheron. I want to see Welt's reaction to that. Because when Welt saw Laucha, Auto, Apocalypse, right? He had, like, a genuine reaction to that. I want to see his reaction to seeing Acheron so fucking badly. Oh my god. In any case, next up is the Myriad Celestia trailer. A cleave across transit world. I am really looking forward to it. Myriad Celestias are always like heavy in lore and everything, right? And the thumbnail for this one literally practically like depicts Raiden May, so I ain't wasting no time. What? Already? Do you still remember is the line that was used by Acheron a lot. I'm still questioning the fact of like why she specifically said to us, "Do you still remember me?" It implies that she knows that she like knew who we were or whatever, right? Like, I don't know.
Why Izumo forged these blades?
No, why? Remind me, please. Oh.
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended here, they wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
Hi, Raiden May.
To save the world, Izumo splintered 70,033
Jesus
and
Christ.
forged them into the 12 Sentinels. The first was truth, forged by the Sovereign of Revelation. It could teach mortals the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things.
What the
The second was Sky, forged by the Eternal Zenith.
Nah. No. Herrscher of the Void, anyone? Herrscher of the Void, anyone?
Forged
No,
by the
just me?
Eternal Zenith.
Okay.
It could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through. The third was Howl, able to summon lightning to rend the heavens and meteors to rain down divine punishment. The fourth was Mist, able to break earth and tear cloud with biting wind and rain. The fifth was Frost, freezing the land in an instant. The sixth was Fate, the restless cycle of life and death. Then there was Flare, Thought, Root, Form, Bind, Maw. With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation, winning victory after victory, until...
All of them were broken. The price of every victory was a world in its entirety. And in the end, that entirety was lost. And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into 2 bearers. The first was Origin. The second was End.
What did I just say earlier? Origin, finality, end. Like, the connections are too much. The question is now, though, who's the Kiana of the Honkai Star world? Because I heard a lot of people saying, like, depending on, what... Because, like, I noticed this. Depending on what Trailblazer you have, the male or female one, Acheron will say different stuff to, like, you remind me of someone, whatever. The male one, it's someone I cross blades with, and the female one is someone I stood shoulder to shoulder with, right? Which led to a lot of people thinking, is the female Trailblazer technically just the Kiana of this world? While the male one is, like, I don't know, alternate version of Kiana? Because of the fact that we use a bat, which Kiana, first ever iteration, used a bat.
The world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo. But you and I both know the road to salvation does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow. Resisting the Kamigami, humanity will eventually become Oni. We pawned everything, all for the destruction of two worlds. In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo. So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie. An end that never existed. We long since strode into their shadow. Each step forward one that we can never walk back. Until the last blade is forged into... not.
What the?
I knew this world was fleeting. And yet...
No, you can't just end it like that. You can't just fucking... What I say, heavy in lore, but just like every other Myriad Celestia that has come before, I am left with more questions than answers. Mihoyo, you are good at that, aren't you? Leaving us with more questions than we started with. That's how they did Honkai Impact 2, and then we got them all. At the very end, in a very, very painful way. I'm not looking forward to the end of Penacony, by the way. Oy vey. So before we get into the animated short and the last video of, this video, I would just like to say something quickly as a little theory I have here, right? Because of the fact that, here's my thing, right, is I am clinging on to hope that both Firefly and Robin are not actually dead, because of the fact that they are characters that are going to be playable but are not released yet. Now, yes, MiHoYo has killed playable characters in the past. Himiko, I'm mainly looking at you in Honkai Impact. But the difference is that they killed them after they had already released them as a playable character. You know? Like, Himiko never got, if I'm remembering correctly here. Sorry, as I said, I'm getting over a cold. If I'm remembering correctly here, Himiko never got a new battlesuit after her death, you know? Which makes sense because, well, she died. But Robin and Firefly in Honkai Star Rail are not released as playable characters yet, which makes me believe that they are not actually dead. And I can try and support this with two things. One is that, technically speaking, because they died in the dream world, wouldn't that just mean their consciousness is dead, not technically their body? In a sense, you know? And two, they were both killed by the something akin to death, right? Which you guys will see me fighting that actually in 2 days from now, when that video releases. But that thing has a move to it. Again, you guys will see this in 2 days, if you haven't seen it already, because, again, I'm late to this. It has a move where, when you're fighting it, it has a move where it essentially takes the soul of one of the characters on your team, which shows then on your team bar that character is being dead, 0 health, and knocked out. But that soul is being held in a little capsule thing that, if you break, revives that character. Now, what if that's the same thing that's going on with Robin and Firefly? What if the something akin to death just trapped their souls, not necessarily killed them, though. You know? One, I can see that being something MiHoYo would do. Two, however, I will admit it is possible that they are actually dead. And yes, this theory is mainly just based off of me hoping that they're not. See, you know, like, I'm sorry, I can't handle another Himiko incident. I stopped playing Honkai Impact and now barely play it. Like, I go back and play it every now and then, but I barely play Honkai Impact 3rd after experiencing Himiko's death. Like, I just couldn't. Because I knew worse was to come. In any case, on to the animated short, which I know because they showed a teaser for this in their live stream, does include Black Swan in it. So, we'll see how this goes.
The remembrance is no different than the sea. Never gaze upon
And Black Swan's already talking.
starless night.
And there she is.
Waiting for someone. Then, how about a dance?
Alright, I would just like to say, MiHoYo, why are you so good at animating these things? Like, what team do you have behind this? I mean, I know at the very beginning here it says, you know, because they have the MiHoYo anime team, which is what they did with the Honkai Impact animated shorts as well. But one, they have seriously stepped up their game. And two, again, I don't use social media or anything, so I don't even know if this is still going on. But if it is still going on, if it is still being made, when is that Genshin Impact anime releasing? Because last I heard there was a Genshin Impact anime being made and with a collaboration between MiHoYo and whatever's the animation company that did Demon Slayer. So when's that coming out?
My gaze has lingered on her for quite a while. And tonight I initiate our first engagement. A Galaxy Ranger, as mysterious as the rumors suggest. A blend of nobility and reticence. Yet, in this nocturnal hunt, the Ranger is not the only one who hunts. At this distance, you're more enchanting than you seem.
Music's great in the back, huh?
She seeks the Watchmaker's legacy. In this game, everyone lies. But memories do not. Just keeps on getting better, doesn't it? Everyone has a past, and the past shapes the present.
What is that in the background there? The stars.
People hold on to memories, while others are haunted by them, unable to escape. That is why I took action. I want to know what she is. Many were drawn to this feast. The IPC, the Garden of Recollection, fools, the Nameless, and the Annihilation Gang. They should have been present, but Duke Inferno is dead. He and his children won't be attending. What have you done, beautiful Ranger?
No, seriously, what happened there? I really want to know what happened there.
Excuse me. Are you asking me?
What the f...
Who are the Annihilation Gang?
Don't tell me that's the end. Okay, no.
My
What the fuck was that?
gaze has lingered on her for quite a while. And tonight is our final engagement. A Galaxy Ranger? No. I've made a grave mistake. Everyone has a past. But for some, their past is a silent abyss, filled with those who drowned in it. Annihilation Gang. Annihilation Gang. Oh, those guys.
The fuck is going... So what the fuck is going on with the Nihility, dude? I can't be the only one who's completely speechless here, right? Okay, yes, I'm keeping that silence in there. I'm just thinking here. Not gonna lie, I still really like her as a character, dude. And I still actually prefer her over Aventurian. Not even gonna lie, I don't know what to say to that. I do not know how to respond to this stuff. Well, in lack of words that are coming out of my mouth here, I'm just gonna end the episode off here. Next week is most likely gonna go back to the one video a week thing. This week and last week were rare exceptions because of these reaction videos. Next week, though, is actually going to be, like, in 2 days, you'll see me fight the Something Akin to Death, as I previously mentioned. And next week, you will see the last video of the 2.0 Penacony story missions. After that, after next week, the week after that, you will be seeing the first of the 2.1 Penacony story stuff. And by then I'll have Akron built up. Hopefully. Yeah, I have nothing to say to this. Ignatus vera cognitius. And I'll see you next time. Sorry, but... What the fuck was that?